Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, thought I'd do a bit of bow shooting today. Seeing as the shooting competition's coming up soon, I thought I'd practice with my bow. As I've also got some arrows as well for once. And I also made myself a quiver. So yeah, I didn't do a tutorial on the quiver in the end, but it's quite a simple build. It's made from the cardboard tube that you actually get the arrows in. So I pretty much just cut it down to shape, stapled the cap on one end, put some O-rings on with some zip ties, put some tape on to make it look good. But yeah, it works perfectly, and you can see it on my belt there. So yeah, if some of you don't know about the shooting competition, that is a yearly thing I do where you can use anything you want, from guns, bows, slingshots, anything that's a projectile, spear. You know, you could use throwing knives if you wanted to. So yeah, I thought I'd get a bit of a bow practice in. So I'm shooting at around 10 meters, and that is a 35-pound compound bow. I think it's got about a 26-inch draw, I think. So my shooting's not great at the minute. I'm still not getting a very good grouping, although I can hit my target at least. So here I'm just going to show you the quiver. Leaves about 8 inches of the arrow sticking out, just about right, and it just hooks on with an O-ring. I made 2 of these. I made a bigger one, but this one pretty much perfectly fits 12 arrows. You could probably get more in there. You might be able to get 16 maybe, but yeah, 12 fits in good, as you can see, and it just hangs off your belt. So yeah, that was something I've been meaning to do for a long time, but yeah, they made a nice simple thing out of it. Duct tape on it, bit of electrical tape. It looks alright for what it is, bit of foam in the bottom. So yeah, bit more practice now. Because I don't do a lot of bow shooting, I must admit. In all the years I've had bows, I've never really done a lot of bow shooting, purely down to never having any arrows. Normally I only have about 4 arrows. I think the whole entire time I've had bows, I've only ever had 6 arrows, or maybe 8 at most, and then, you know, for the last 5 years I've had 4 arrows. 4 good arrows, but now I've got at least, there's 12 there, and I've got the other, you know, 5 or 6, so about 18 arrows at the minute. So I can actually have a good shoot now. And these ones I'm shooting now, half of them are the ones that Stu bought me, WS94, and then I bought some myself as well. Yeah, if you've got any tips for me, let me know. As I said, I am quite an amateur archer. Yeah, you know, I can hit that target at least, that's good enough for me. But I'll have more practice before the actual shooting competition comes up. But yeah, I'm totally self-taught really, so if there are any little tips on that, I'll be grateful for them. So if I didn't say, this is about, I think it's about 10 or 12 meters. So it's over, just over 30 foot with the 35-pound bow. I don't know the actual make of the bow, but I don't know about you, but I do enjoy bow shooting, especially with a bow about that power. I don't like ones much more powerful than that, because it can get tiring quite quickly. You shoot this one, you barely notice it for the whole entire time that you are actually shooting it. Don't get tired, your arm doesn't ache, even after shooting it for a couple of hours. Lovely bow to shoot, really. Yeah, my groupings, they sort of vary. Sometimes I can do better, and then sometimes I'll get stray ones again. But yeah, let me know what you think. But if you do want to join in the shooting competition, there's very little rules. You just have to do a certain amount of rounds. You can do any distance, any projectile, weapon. You know, if you want to, you can do a more powerful bow or firearm or an air gun, air rifle, absolutely anything. I'm going to practice with some of the things I'll be using soon. But if you don't know anything about the shooting competition, I'll explain it all soon. But that's partly what this quiver and this shooting practice is for, to get me ready for it, so I've at least had a little bit of practice. But that should be coming up in about a week, and then we'll start it. And then I think last time it ran for at least 5 months. It ran till nearly Christmas, so you have plenty of time to film your bits, and you pretty much just upload them, and I download them off of YouTube and then put them into one video on my channel. So yeah, that's it. There's my last go. I actually put a target down for this one. Not bad, but not great. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Right, see you later. Before you leave, if you ever wanted to support this channel, you can now via Patreon, or by shopping at Amazon.com and GearBest. There's more info below if you need that. Remember, if you want to get full notifications for this channel, click the bell, and I'll see you later. Cheers.